Hey, good morning, friends, and welcome to my channel, Prodbug. And we will continue the AI series. And I hope you guys are enjoying the learning of the AI and seeing the coding part. Okay, so how the APIs are getting hit and how actually the AI is working behind the scene, right? So, see, till now what we have covered, we have covered the ChatGPT that's comes under the text generation model. Then another model which we have covered is like TTS model, which is text to speech model from the OpenAI. And after that, we have learned the Whisper, right? Whisper model, right? So all three models. So in the Whispers, like from audio to text, we have seen if there is some MP3, then how to convert it into the text model. So basically, we have seen all these three models like, right? So let's try to combine them together and see how they can be used together. Okay, so let's, for example, let's take the Google Translator app, mobile app. I hope you have. If you know, if you don't have, try download the Google Translator. Okay, because see, if you are going outside or if you are talking to some foreign people who don't understand your language, then Google Translator comes very handy, right? So you can speak in your own language, and you can show in their language, right? Let's for example, let's take an example. Let's say if a Indian people who, let's say, don't know English and is talking to some English people. Okay, so we will speak in Hindi, and the Google Translator will convert it into the English sentence, and the other person who know only English can read it, and that person can reply in English, and the app will convert it into the Hindi text, and then I can understand. Okay, so basically two different kind of people who know different languages, they can talk to each other with the help of Google Translator, right? So this is what we are already using in our day-to-day life. So we are going to create such similar kind of conversation with the help of AI, with the help of code, with the help of OpenAI APIs. Okay, so let's quickly jump to the coding part, and I'm trying to combine everything whatever we have learned till now. Okay, so let's go through again. So see, this is a text generation model which we have seen. Then we have seen the text to speech model, and then in the last chapter, we have seen the whisper model, which is speech to text. Okay, let's see how we can create a conversation kind of things with the help of all these three modules together. Okay, so this is going to be really fun. Okay, so let's first I will show you TTS model text to speech. Okay, so what I have done, so basically I have converted a text. So this is a Spanish text. Okay, hola amigos, estoy aquí para quedarme. So, okay, so we don't need to understand what exactly this has been written, because we are going to convert in our own language, which we understand. Okay, so this way, we have already seen, like we have done this in English, right? So, with the help of TTS model, we have already seen that, okay, if you give some sentence in English, and english.mp3 file get generated, because, right, because here the name is english.mp3 file we have given. This we have already covered, right? If you have not, just try to go to those chapters, and I have already explained this code in details in that particular chapters. Okay, so now let's try to practice something else. So now see, one more important thing, like no need to write in English as well, because you can write in your own language here in the code. Okay, so this is a Hindi. If you don't know, if you are from other country, if you don't know, this is a Hindi text. Okay, so this is the Indian language, and which is written in Hindi. Okay, so I have given this Hindi sentence in the code, and I have generated a hindi.mp3 file. Okay, so if let me rerun this code. I'm running this particular code. So what the AI will do with the help of speech, so with the help of TTS model, this is a TTS model. Okay, here you can see this is a TTS model, text to speech. So text can be in English, which we have seen in the previous chapter, but the interesting part is text can also be in other languages. There are a lot of languages supported by the AI. Okay, 50-60 language they are supporting, so you can write in any language, Chinese, German, French, any language you can write here. Okay, in the code. Okay, so basically I have choose Hindi in this. So the people who already know Hindi, they can see, they can understand. Okay, so hey friends, how are you? Let's learn something on AI with the prompt bug. Okay, so this is what I have written here. So, so if I have run this code, so hindi.mp3 file got generated. Okay, it is already there. It has been overwritten. So if I will hear this, so basically I can hear this file. So if I will run, okay, so now I can hear a Hindi voice here. Okay, so MP3 file has been generated. Now, what I have done is I've used the Whisper model. Let's go to the Whisper model. So what I have done here is with the help of Whisper model, I picked this file hindi.mp3, okay, from the path. I picked this and I converted it into the text. Okay, so okay, so this is part one. Uh, okay, so Hindi MP3 file, the foreign language file will be read by the Whisper model and it will be converted into a text, but text will be in Hindi as only. Okay, so if I am from the English background, let's say, so I will not be able to understand what is written. So let me run and show you. So see what it is, Hindi audio to Hindi text. This is what we have written here, and see here. हेलो दोस्तों, कैसे हैं आप? आइए शीतल के साथ प्रॉडबग में एआई के बारे में कुछ सीखते हैं, राइट? सो दिस इज व्हाट हैज बीन प्रिंटेड, बट एज ए इंग्लिश पर्सन, as a English person, I am not able to understand what is written. Okay, even though half of the percent already know, okay, what this has been successfully converted from audio to text. So one part of the conversation is already done. But what about the other person who don't understand this language? So now we have used the completion. So this is a ChatGPT text generation model, okay, which I have already explained. So now within the code, I have used the translator service of the OpenAI, and I have just printed whatever written here. Okay, so in the code, you can just pass this thing via the parameters, but for the simplicity, let's just copy paste this Hindi text here and now convert it into the English. Okay, so let's see, because I have already written translate the following Hindi text into English. So now if we will again run this code, so see what will happen. So initially the in the step one, Hindi audio has been converted to the Hindi text. So this one. But now with the help of translator, I converted this Hindi text into the English text. Listen. Hello friends, how are you? Let's learn something about AI in today's session with Sheetal. Okay, so see perfectly. So this is what I want, right? Because I speak. So what we are doing in Google Translator, I am speaking, right? In front of mobile app, we are saying something in Hindi, so Google Translate convert it into the English and I can show that mobile to the other person. See, this is what I am saying. And other person will read in English. The person will understand what I said, and the other person will speak in English. And because I don't know English, so the Google Translator will convert the audio, English audio into the English text first, and then English text will be converted into Hindi text. This is exactly what we have done in this particular chapter. So now similarly, I can do it vice versa. So I can start with something in English and it can be converted into the Hindi so that the other person can understand. So this is how the Google Translator work behind the scene. So we have seen exactly the same thing via the code. So with the help of with combining two, three models. So here what all models we have combined? We have combined this model, text generation, which where we use a translation service at the end. We have used the TTS model in this code, which is like generating a MP3 file audio. So basically, a TTS model is generating from text to speech. We have used this service, and we have used the service Whisper service as well. So what is Whisper? So it will convert from speech to text. Okay, so this is the flow. How with the help of these three models, we can create a 100% proper conversation between two people from different region. So this is what I want to show you, combining the showing the benefit of combining these three models into one and to create a conversation. So I hope you guys are able to understand what I try to explain you in this particular chapter, and just try to play as much as you can. Okay, just go through the video again. If you are still not very clear, go one by one. Okay, don't jump directly to the latest chapters which I'm creating. Okay, don't do this, because it's of no use. Try to go through step by step. Try to understand all the terms. The initial chapter, the setup. After the setup, I explained you the playground. Playground is a really good app. You can really play, you can really test your models, and you can really test the existing model, how the existing models are behaving. You can try to see how people are training them. Okay, so similarly you can take the advantage of that playground for uh, what training your own model. Okay, so those kind of things can be done, but before that you should understand what these terms, these models are all about. Okay, so in the future chapters we are going to cover a lot more models, and we'll see how we can use and how we can combine different models to get the ultimate result. Okay, so I hope you guys have enjoyed this particular chapter, and see you in the next chapter.